The 48-hour window of June 14th and 15th, 2026, marks a specific juncture for those tracking psychological and spiritual shifts. This chart shows the new moon sitting at exactly 24 degrees in Gemini. This precise location acts as a focal point for new initiatives in communication, writing, and learning, rising intentions rather than rush to express core truths with more deliberation. But as this internal shift begins, another planetary influence enters the system. Venus is transitioning into Leo. Venus in Leo, amplified by Jupiter in Cancer, increases the desire for dramatic emotional expression and physical security. This creates an immediate need for external connection that contrasts with the internal focus of the new moon. This establishes the central tension of mid-June, a mandate for quiet, internal work occurring just as the emotional environment reaches a peak in volume and outward demand. To manage this, we look at a specific 96-hour sequence. This timeline tracks Venus as it makes 4 distinct contacts between June 15th and 18th. On June 15th, a sextile between Venus and Uranus functions as an engine for sudden shifts in social dynamics. Expect the unexpected in relationships, or a drive to break from established social routines. Through June 16th and 17th, the curve rises. A trine with Neptune introduces romantic idealism, while a parallel with Jupiter increases the drive for spending, generosity, and seeking comfort. This momentum hits a wall on June 17th, when Venus opposes Pluto. This specific interaction forces buried patterns of control, jealousy, or attachment to the surface for reevaluation. Over these 4 days, the sequence requires navigating rapid shifts between sudden independence, high expectations of others, and the reality of underlying power dynamics. Mars provides a counterbalance to this volatility. While other planets are in air and fire signs, Mars in Taurus acts as a grounding mechanism. Mars in Taurus mandates slow, practical progress. It favors the steady accumulation of resources over high-speed speculation. This grounding force asks you to look at the stories you tell yourself about your own resources and self-worth. It is a period for updating your internal definition of what provides security. For earth and water signs, the focus lies in restructuring foundational assets, real estate, shared resources, and debt to create a stable base. For fire and air signs, the diagram shifts outward. Progress links to innovations in digital communication, networking, and presenting new skills. Meanwhile, a connection between Mars and Neptune suggests that physical effort will feel drained if it isn't linked to a clear sense of personal inspiration. Success in this cycle depends on the ability to combine slow, relentless execution with these brief windows of intuitive insight. Beyond immediate finances, Saturn in Aries and Pluto in Aquarius are driving longer-term changes in how you define your identity and your role in a community. This involves an audit of your social circles. The goal is to distinguish between groups that support your development and those that simply consume your time. With Mercury and Jupiter in Cancer, there is a push to look at inherited family patterns. Like threads unspooling from a tight knot, this is about identifying which deeply ingrained habits no longer serve your current goals. The relational test now is to maintain emotional proximity and intimacy while keeping your own individual boundaries intact. By auditing your circles and unspooling old family habits, you create the necessary space to build an identity that isn't reliant on outdated versions of yourself. There is also a physical requirement to this June alignment. It involves shifting away from viewing the body as a production machine and recognizing its need for a more human pace. Integrating more flexibility and rest into daily routines isn't just about health. It ensures your daily actions actually align with the work you feel called to do. The June 2026 blueprint requires 4 specific actions: planting silent intentions, navigating the Venus volatility sequence, building resources slowly, and auditing your attachments. If you found this breakdown of the June transits helpful, please like the video and subscribe for more technical astrological analysis. For a detailed reading of your own personal chart, visit dawnastrology.com to consult with Afif Al-Kadamani. The planetary positions provide the map for these shifts, but the actual progress depends on how you choose to apply these insights to your own path.